Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jackson. Welcome to the 7th episode of the FC24 Youth Academy series with Charlton Athletic. As you can see, I have a new webcam here. I'm excited to use it now, kind of comfortable with my own setup, and I'm looking forward to this next episode. Getting straight into the winner of the player of the episode, it was Isaskar Naholo. Last episode, we didn't really score that many goals, but we put on some good defensive performances, and Naholo was at the focal point of everything good in defense. He gets a +1 potential to 80. Alright, looks like we have a monthly scouting report here. I think this is from Sweden. Yeah, it is. Let's take a look at some of these players. So we got Maximilian Nielsen here. Looks like a keeper. Actually pretty good overall and an okay potential. We're definitely going to sign this guy up. Next, we have Patrick Jacobson here. It's a bad overall, but an okay potential. It looks like he's misbranded. The game might be putting him as like a CDM, but based on his stats right there, it kind of looks like a winger, maybe. I think we'll hold off on signing him until we look at the rest of these players. Next up here is Anders Axelson, who actually has a pretty good overall, pretty bad potential, but he's very pacey. We're definitely going to sign this guy up. Next we have Magnus Anderson here. Has a pretty okay overall and okay potential, but looks like he's a fullback, and we don't really have space for fullbacks right now, so I think we're going to be rejecting this guy. And lastly, we have Henrik Johansson here. Bad overall, bad potential. That's a reject. And I've decided I probably won't be taking Patrick Jakobsen here. So we recalled Lucas Townsend from Sweden, and we're sending him to Montenegro to look for physically strong players. We've got a loan offer here for Elijah Council. I put him on the loan list because he's facing so much competition. We have Saywell covering for Taverner, who rarely ever misses a game. And now that we have Justin Cramsey in, being able to fill on the left and right side, Elijah Council's not really going to get any game time, so it's best that we loan him out for now. Our next opponents here are Crew Alexandra in 11th place. We're currently in 3rd place, but we're only 5 points ahead of Crew here. They're pretty inconsistent in the last 5 matches. I think they play standard football as well. And this is the team to take on Crew Alexandra away from home. Into Adabisi here. Plays that inside back to Tracy, but Naholo deals with that very well. Here's Adabisi. Goes inside to Baker Richardson, but Naholo's done well, and he clears it. Played into Finn Geach. Can he get ahead of his man? Looks like he can. Here's Nivison. It's wide. Spooner gets that into Baker Richardson. Strikes a goal. Namdi with a weird save, but he recovers. Wow, Baker Richardson knocked the ball well ahead of himself. Goes for goal. Namdi got a touch, but it's led onto the post. It was a well-taken strike. Wasn't really a chance for Namdi to save with that kind of power. Baker Richardson's been all over us here in attack for Crew. Could have played it across, but went for it himself. Naholo tried to get a tackle in there, but that's a great strike. It's gone in. It's 1-0. Half time. Wasn't really a spark there for Charlton, to be honest. We've been disappointing, and Crew have been the better team. And that man there, Courtney Baker Richardson, has been all over us. He's played very well, and we're trailing here at the break. Nivison here on the wing. What can he do? There's Demetrio covering again. And he has been so good. He's absolutely canceled out everything that's come his way. Into Kielstra. Can he find here? He's by himself, Kielstra. Keeper saved it. It was an okay shot. To our midfield there. Need to be looking for support here. Here's Madigan into Kielstra. That needs to be such a more powerful shot. Madigan held the ball up looking for the perfect pass, and he executed it, but Kielstra wasn't able to do the same. Gets to Nikolenko, and it's wide. It was close to trouble the keeper. But Nikolenko keeps it for us. Here's Nivison. Tries to play the ball into Yanyeni, but can't find him. There's Dimitri again, but he's Musayev into Yanyeni. Into Guanyu! Saved by Davies, and that's going to be full time. Weren't good enough here today. Fans are disappointed in this away trip. We were lackluster. Crew were the better team, and they deserve the points. Looking on to our next opponents here, it's 22nd place Wimbledon, who are having a bad season by any standard. They have won 2 out of their last 5 games, so we have to stay alert. This is the team to take on Wimbledon at home. There's a lot of fresh faces here. Musayev comes in for Nivison, who's on international duty again. We got Cimetière in midfield, and Yenny starts again. Guan Yu on the right wing to replace Gahol, and Kana and Funkert, as well as Cramsey coming in to completely change our back line. It's Charlton versus Wimbledon at the Valley. Disappointing first game of the episode. We didn't show really any sparks. I want to be more on the front foot this time out. Can advance it as well. Here's Musayev. Plays that into Guan Yu, who certainly has the height to attack the ball with a header there. There's Cimetière. Take the ball away from Wimbledon. But yet again, we can't keep it. We need a better press. Our tackles have been really poor today. We could have had much more possession at this point, but Wimbledon have just benefited from our inability to keep the ball. Here's Bugio to Neufeld. He can find Bugio again. It's a power shot straight into the back of the net. Nandi looks like got it touched there, but it had such venom on the strike that it was still going in. It's been poor. We've given the ball away so many times. We could have been much more comfortable in our position. And there you go. Our defense just collapsed there. Let Bugil in. It's 1-0. Yet again, we just can't keep the ball. It seems like Wimbledon can do the opposite. They are very adept at keeping the ball here. They were about to strike it at goal, but Funkert did well to dispossess. And there's Neufeld with a tackle in from behind. Guan Yu dispossessed. We can't keep the ball. This is the worst ball retention that I've seen from our team in any game so far this series. Here's Ogundere. Goes for a cross, and Namdi has to save it. It's going to be a corner. We've been very bad this first 30 minutes. Here's Little. He's finding some space. He's going to find Davison in. It was a bad shot. Namdi can kind of loot that over our bar. We could be looking at 2-3-0, to be honest. We've barely touched the ball this game. It's been bad. Some sort of rhythm here in possession. Here's Taverner. Tries to play on Yenny in, but he's going to keep the ball here for us. But Kalambai was there to take the ball away. Booger's going to keep the ball. Probably plays in. Poor half. Boo's ring out here at the Valley. We've not been good enough at all. Wimbledon have been playing very well. They've kept the ball so well the first 45 minutes. We need to improve drastically to get anything from this game. It's Davison. He's that ball into Boudreaux here. He's going to get a shot off, and Namdi saves it. Looks like these Wimbledon attackers are just able to knock the ball forward, outpace our entire back line. Here's Ogundere. He's going to whip that ball in across to Neufeld. It's off target. Here he's looking to turn and find another one of his teammates. Spugiel goes for the shot. Gets through our defense, and Namdi has to turn it over yet again. Our fans have been consistently booing since halftime. They are very, very dissatisfied with this performance. Here's Evans. On the wing for Wimbledon. It's Davison for 2. A kind of reserved closing out the defender on the wing in hopes that they would just, I don't know, cut back, but they absolutely just have the pace to beat us. And so we had to commit and leave number 9 here, Davison, wide open. It's 2-0. Can he strike the ball here for us? He can, but it's so tame that the keeper can just palm that to one of his defenders. Need to keep the ball. Need to be smart. Here's Yenny. Bad shot yet again by him. Just need to put us out of our misery here, ref. Ramsey did well to take the ball away. And that's the end of that putrid game of football from us. Was not the response I was looking for after that first game of the episode. This has been shocking, to say the least. Really disappointed. And there's the full-time stats. 28% possession, by Charlton there, and we only muster 2 shots. Ugh, we need to do better. Alright, our next opponent here are the formidable Grimsby Town, who are 4th place right now. Have been okay in the last 5 matches. They play kick and rush football, and we just need to be responding better after those first 2 bad performances. That last game was 2 days ago, so just needed to rotate here in the starting 11. So this is your team to take on Grimsby Town away from home. We have to look to break. Manning into Kjelstra. Looks to beat his man. Gets ahead of him. Might be a one-on-one here. Here's Kjelstra. It was a bad touch. Kind of a bad strike as well. Need to be scoring. In some space. Here's Gahol. What can he do? Gets the ball into Kjelstra. Who's fouled? It's going to be a penalty. Kjelstra was tripped up. Didn't really go to ground, but it kind of happened off of an accidental fake shot on my end, but that's a tackle, and it's a very soft penalty. It's going to be Kjelstra to step up here. He's got the best penalty stat in the team right now. See what we can do. I'm going to go to the right. Keeper goes right, and we hit the post. Oh, that's such a missed opportunity. We absolutely needed a score there. It's going to find Saywell here. Looks to find someone else. Here's Nikolenko. Can't get the strike in. It's going to go first time to Guan Yu, who absolutely has the pace here to try to beat his man. Here's Guan Yu. Goes for the effort, and yet again, an off-target shot by Guan Yu. That was just caused by me trying to direct it into that bottom corner. He took too long to strike it. Wins the ball for us. That's halftime. It's an improvement from the last 2 games, but it's still not good enough to the standard that we want to be at. Got some good tackles in there, some good defensive displays, but poor finishing. Still level at the break. Here's Guan Yu. What can he do here? Goes inside, but no one's in the right position. To be honest, it was a bad attempt at a cross or pass. Van Dorland did well to read that pass, and he clears. Saywell was our last line of defense there. Had to do well. Turns his man. Here's Gahol. Can he offer something different for us? Into Nyeni. Nikolenko just wasn't in the right spot for that backheel pass. Here's Geach. Poor play by Grimsby there. Here's Manning. Plays the ball into Nyeni. It's a great pass. What a ball. It's a substitution here coming in to get the opening goal here for us. Possession was gifted to us. Geach took the ball. I think laid it into Manning with a brilliant over-the-top pass to Nyeni. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Great play. It's 1-0. Finally, we've scored. There's Conte in the middle for Grimsby. Can we get a touch in? We can't, but Van Dorland's there again. Here's Cimetière. Finds Gahol. What can he do here, Gahol? It's a bad shot. Keeper clears it. Vigny plays that over the top to Gahol here. Looks to find his teammate here. It was a good effort. Eastwood was positioned well to turn it over. And that's full time. Grimsby weren't good enough with the ball in their possession. And we finally had some opportunities to score. And Nyeni, we have to thank Nyeni for converting for us up top. Finally a better performance. And it's all 3 points for us here. Alright, after the game, we're looking straight ahead at a cup game on the weekend that we're going to be simming. And then after that, it's Tranmere at home on the 28th. We also have some scouting reports coming in on the 22nd, which is today, but we'll be getting into those next episode. And that's going to bring a close to this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment any suggestions you have for the series, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you later.